Breaking news. Welcome to today's headlines. Justice Binta Onyako gives condition to grant Nnamdi Kanu bail. Justice Binta Onyako gives condition to grant Nnamdi Kanu bail. To my dear listeners, from wherever you're listening from, please stay tuned as I read today's news. News Online report that Justice Binta Onyako of the Federal High Court in Abuja has refused to admit the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, to bail. Justice Binta Onyako stated that she can only grant Kanu after he must have given an account of his whereabouts for years when he was first granted bail but refused to attend court for trial. The court disagreed with the defendant that he escaped out of the country when a retinue of armed soldiers allegedly invaded his ancestral home in Abia State. News Online reports that Justice Binta Onyako of the Federal High Court in Abuja has refused to admit the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, to bail. Justice Binta Onyako stated that she can only grant Mazi Nnamdi Kanu after he must have given an account of his whereabouts for years when he was first granted bail but refused to attend court for trial. The court disagreed with the defendant that he escaped out of the country when a retinue of armed soldiers allegedly invaded his ancestral home in Abia State. News Online reports that Justice Binta Onyako of the Federal High Court in Abuja has refused to admit the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, to bail. Justice Binta Onyako stated that she can only grant Mazi Nnamdi Kanu after he must have given an account of his whereabouts for years when he was first granted bail but refused to attend court for trial. The court disagreed with the defendant that he escaped out of the country when a retinue of armed soldiers allegedly invaded his ancestral home in Abia State. To my dear listeners, now we've come to the end of our today's news, and now before I go, this has clearly proven to us that Nnamdi Kanu is still being held forcefully. There is no accusations against him that I so much believe in any longer, because we all know, even Justice Binta Onyako, if you had the opportunity that Nnamdi Kanu has, when the full troops of army came to destroy his home, what would the justice has done herself if she had the opportunity which the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra has? Would you have waited for them to kill you? Kanu had the chance of running away from the country to continue his peaceful agitation, and now you were at it saying because he ran away for years because you didn't know his whereabouts was unaccounted for. That's the reason why he will not be granted bail. Why? To my dear listeners, let's move down to the comment section and let's see what people were saying. The first comment here says, "Free MNK now and free Biafra." The second comment which I have here says, "Kanu escaped brutal killing when the federal government sent soldiers to kill him in his house and never jumped bail. It wouldn't have been daft to embrace cold-blooded murder by government-sent assailants." Is Binta Nnako right in her assertion of judgment? God will as well judge Nnako and our sponsors the same way. Only time and time alone matters. Another commenter says, "Confused Georgie. In a confused country, great Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has no case." To my dear listeners, we all know this man has no case with the federal government. Only they see Nnamdi Kanu as a threat to their evil plans that is yet to revealed. And they know if you're still free, it would hinder them from releasing their evil for their evil act. That's the reason why Kanu is still being held till today. So there is no doubt about it. Still at the comment section, another comment here says, "Federal government should free Nnamdi Kanu and stop all this nonsense talk." Another comment here says, which is my last comment here, says, "Victory is assured by the grace of God. Amen." So my dear listeners, now we've come to the end of our today's news. Please do drop by at the comment section and let us know what your view is all about. Thank you for listening.